What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Rimworld. Hope you've had a good week. Tell you, my day today kind of started off a little rough. I got up, got ready for work, and as soon as I walked out of my house, I saw that my backyard gate was tore up. I mean, it wasn't really tore up, but it was clear that somebody had effed around with it. It was opened up. The bottom part of it was bent up. And I think what happened was some dumb shit was out in my backyard last night, probably at around like, you know how they always do it about like 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. And I think they were just walking around and they tried to use my gate to climb over. When they did that, they kind of bent some stuff up. Because every once in a while where I live, I'm in small town America, man. So I mean, we have the occasional dumb shit that wants to walk through people's yards without any kind of consideration and stuff, man. That kind of stuff just happens in small town America, especially in Indiana. And what I suspect had happened last night or early in the morning was that somebody did that, and it's kind of been on my mind today because I've been stressing out about people walking around now in my backyard because there's not really an easy entrance into my backyard except between my house and my garage, which consists of a space of about maybe 3 feet, maybe 4 feet worth of walkway to get back there. And then there's the gate. So it's almost as if somebody was intentionally trying to go get into my backyard. So it's, when you got shit like that going on, it kind of stresses you out a little bit because you never know if somebody's back there screwing around with stuff now. But I've got a motion sensor light in my backyard, so I mean, I'm there's a part of me, I'm not trying to be Billy Badass here or anything, but there's a part of me that hopes that somebody tries to do something back there because I swear to God, man, if I catch them, I'm going to break their nose. Or at least that's that's how it always plays out in your head, of course. And then you go back there and you get your ass kicked or something. But we've got kids that walk around too at night, fuck around people's stuff. I've had a couple years ago. I had somebody. I think it was like New Year's Eve. It was one of those kinds of things, and I think some stupid ass little kids were back behind my garage because they spray painted some gibberish on it. So that next day I got with the cops, let them know what went on, and just kind of painted over it. So it wasn't really that big of a deal. And this gate thing, it's not really a big deal either because I think it's more than likely something along those lines because see, if it was somebody that was back there either trying to steal something or break something or, just generally vandalize things, in all honesty, they probably would have done something when they were back there last night. So I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just gonna be something I'm gonna have to kind of keep my eye on. But I've told myself that if any weird cockamamie crap happens again, I'm gonna wind up probably investigate or investing in some sort of security camera setup or something. Because right now I don't have anything like that. Because to be honest with you, this kind of thing hardly ever happens. I think during my I think I've been here now for about where I live. I think I've been here about maybe 10, 11 years now, something like that. And throughout that entire time, I've only had about 3 things happen. The first thing was when I caught some asshole out there pilfering into the mailbox that I used to have, because back when I first moved in, it wasn't like a security type of mailbox where you have to have a key to open it, and you can't just reach into it. Well, I caught the asshole. He was on a bike, and it was like in the middle of a January. It wasn't like a winter storm or anything, but it was like midnight in the middle of January, and this guy that's probably about my age, a little older, maybe somewhere around like maybe at the time it was probably around like 38, something like that. He's riding his bicycle out there on the street, and it was only by mere luck that I caught him reaching into the mailbox, and I'm out there on my porch, and I'm like, dude, get your effing hand out of my mailbox. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry, I was just trying to find the address of the I guess he had some sort of daughter or child or something who was babysat by somebody that he was looking for the house of, because I guess he was trying to deposit, I guess, a check or something for this person that babysat his kids. Which, make of that what you will. I obviously think is pretty far fetched. But oddly enough, though, right after that, he drives. I chase him off. So he rides down the street. I don't know what he's doing. He's still on that bike. Well, a couple minutes later, he comes back up, and I don't know if I'm just too nice or what, but I go back out there on the porch. I'm like, "Hey, dude," and he's like, "Yeah," and I was like, "Hey, man, I didn't mean to, be a prick to you or anything. I just saw you fucking around with my mailbox, and obviously that's not cool." And he was like, "Well, I'm sorry, man. It really was what I told you. I was just looking for the house of the person that babysat my kids." So I don't know what to think of that, man. But I think it's pretty stupid, far fetched, because obviously that's a felony. But there was that time, and by the way, I never had any other problems with that guy, whoever the hell he was. I think I still see him every once in a while on a bike running around here. So I don't know, man. But there was that time, and then there was that time where my backside of my garage got tagged, and that happened like about, I'd say, 3 years after that mailbox situation. And then last night, I guess, was the whole gate thing. And like I said, the gate, it's not really too bad. It's just got a bend in one of the lower bars, because it's one of those chain link fence gates. And to be honest with you, the thing, it's kind of a rusty mess. Some, it's got tons of imperfections, in the construction. And it's just one of those things that I haven't really thrown any money at yet because I'm too busy trying to do other things. But it's not really that big of a deal that it got bent up or anything. It's just the idea that somebody's back there, fucking around with stuff, maybe in my yard and stuff. That's supposed to be constrained with the chain link fence or secured with the chain link fence. So anyway, like I said, man, I'm gonna have to keep an eye on things, I guess, and if something stupid happens again, then consider some other options. I priced some security system stuff on Amazon, and it looks like I can get some pretty awesome things if I really need to. You just hate having to dick around with stuff like this. Okay, so let's pause here. Now that I got that out of my system. So yeah, welcome back to Rimworld, people. In the last episode, you didn't see it. We wound up with another colonist. It's actually not Sam. It is. Is it? No, it's not Clara. It's this person right here. Where are they? There they are. I don't. Kaloon, I guess, is how you'd pronounce that. If it's not how it's pronounced, that's how I'm gonna pronounce it. But it's a female teenager. It was another transport pod crash, and her bio, I guess it's not really that bad, I mean, it's just kind of basic, I guess. I think what I'm gonna put her on is ag detail, though. So as you can see, she's got a little bit of a passion for plants. Not really a whole lot there for animals, but she'll be useful for it in any event. So let's put her on ag detail. We also wound up with another crafter. I can't remember if that was the last episode or the episode before that, but here in a minute I'll show you who that is. Let me see here. I want to make sure I've got her set up first before I move on. So, fights, ag detail, okay, self-doctoring. And we've got her set up with a room, and I don't think we've got, yeah, she needs a gun or something. You know what? I'm gonna have her carry an EMP launcher. She's gonna rest first. But anyway, we got Kaloon, and we also wound up with another crafter, and that is Kenzo. Excuse me. So Kenzo, I think he was another transport pod uh, person, and his bio for somebody who dropped out of the air like that is awesome. Crafting at 14, and he's also double passionate about it, I guess. So he'll be up to 20 in no time. So now we have 3 crafters, man, and that is badass. That's been something that I've really wanted for a long time. But as a result, you can see that things are a little cramped now in our crafting room, which we're going to get by. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but we're going to have to start thinking about ways that we might be able to diversify how we've architected our crafting stations. I don't really know yet how I'm going to wind up approaching that because it's not really something that I'm too worried about right now. And partially because it goes back to the idea that I spoke about last time about making an additional wall out here in a radius like this, and possibly one day start building into that. I'm still kind of wanting to do that, I think. I just haven't gotten around to doing it yet because it's going to be a whole hell of a lot of work, and I just don't feel like messing with it right now. I kind of want to get through winter, I think, before making any major moves like that. Because winters in this game, man, they're always a bitch, and I just want to be able to make it through that before dealing with all that other stuff. And plus, too, whenever I make these round things, I don't use mods. Okay, I've got no mods in this freaking game. I hate mods. I hate this whole concept of, well, hey, there's a mod for that. I just don't like that. If it's a need or a feature that's awesome, in my opinion, it should just be in the friggin' core. Why is it not in the core? And it's not. So with this approach that I've taken in my design here, I've got this website that I go to that I think was initially built for Minecraft, and it's like a grid type of thing where you type in your height and width, and it generates the pattern out for you. But I've reached a point with the size of the circle of the I don't know the circle or whatever where um, it's going to be a pain in the ass going out of Rimworld into that browser web page, looking at which squares I need to apply a wall to, and then coming back into Rimworld and counting that shit out. So I'm just going to put it off for now, but I think at some point it's going to wind up being built. And when I do, you're talking about a whole hell of a lot of space, and then at that point that I can use, because we would be looking at a space of from basically from right here to maybe like 1 or 2 spaces or blocks outside of where this fence gate is. And then just, like I said, it would be a circle. And what I would do inside that is segment off rooms and stuff in ways that would make it to where we could have a whole hell of a lot more building space. And part of me kind of thinks that if I do that, it's probably going to be living quarters, because then I'll be able to relocate all of these living quarters out into those segments or whatever, and then use the leftover spaces. And by the way, not just these areas where you see the beds and stuff, but also the areas inside of here too, because I've got a lot of sections in here too that are used for living quarters by the basically by the original founders. And so if I relocate all of those out into that other area, think about how much space that would open up. And I mean, you're talking about a hell of a lot of space then at that point. So I'm thinking at some point I'm going to do that. Whether it's after we get done with winter here or sometime after that is kind of up in the air right now, because I'm obviously not going to start that during this episode. I just don't feel like screwing with that. That's more like a weekend kind of project. But that's kind of where my mindset is right now with the stuff, because then at that point I can move all the living quarters out there into that thing and then revisit how all of this stuff down here is done. And I think it'd be really, really awesome by the time I get done with it. I sometimes wonder if I should have maybe continued on with the circular patterns of stuff with these areas in here, but the thing is that if I would have done that, I don't know how I would have handled all of the other stuff like the livestock and 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 the crops and everything. You know, some of this stuff I just kind of improvised, which isn't the way that I like to operate. But sometimes whenever you're playing a freaking game, you know, it's like you don't really have to think through every single thing. You just want to have a fun game or a fun time. Okay, I'm gonna pause this again because we got to get on top of some stuff. So start with, looks like Sandra is now a child. Obviously, she's going to remain a colonist, so that's good. We've got some animals that are having some problems here. Looks like the rhino. Is that the only one? Some of these in here too that are having problems. Get this set too. Bison, yak, and buffalo. Rhinos. Because I'm betting that's why the rhinos are having problems. Am I blind? Because I'm not seeing rhinos anywhere. Okay, you need to understand that I'm kind of sitting back away from my monitor, so sometimes I feel like I'm blind. But yeah, I'm not seeing... So I guess the rhinos aren't in here. That makes sense. Okay, so they definitely have access to everything. Assuming the rhinos just eat standard hay and crops and stuff. So I don't know why they're starving. They should be going into one of these places that has food. Anyway, okay, so let's get back on track here. So we've got bison, buffalo, and yaks. Let's do that over here. Bison. Now, see, what I'm hoping they'll do by setting that up is that the colonists will know to move them over into here since food is becoming scarce over there. It's kind of irritating too because we've obviously got plenty of hay. It's just one of those things though that you got to kind of roll with. I'm looking at my temperature, making sure that the crop areas aren't getting cold or anything like that. This is 40 over here. This is 38. Must be really cold outside. It's down to 3. These pins up a little. Let's see, that's over here is 51. So I'll just do this. Put that up about 4 degrees. Okay. Alright, let's roll with that for a while and see how that goes. If I'm not mistaken, I think there might be one more ancient complex to take out soon. Am I right on that? I guess I'm not. I was thinking there might have been. Dismissed, was imprisoned. I believe Faye we imprisoned just for like a couple seconds because she started getting on a thing where she wanted to go light a bunch of stuff on fire. Yeah, you can see she's a pyromaniac. Pyromaniacs can really screw some stuff up if you're not careful. Duck egg? How the hell did that duck egg get here? In case you're wondering, Sam had, I think she wound up in a fight with someone. That's about the worst thing that happened so far for the most part with my people. They have occasional fist fights and stuff, and it's about been the only thing that these little, these psychic emanators haven't really been able to eliminate entirely. But because of those, I've got 4 of those, by the way. Because of those, they do a pretty damn good job of keeping the majority of the other little conniption fits at bay, like dazes and people locking themselves up in their rooms, and the stuff that they do whenever they get all stressed out and everything. Um. Okay, yeah, good. -4. So one thing that we've recently done is build this outdoor. I don't really even know what you want to call it. Outdoor freezer slash slaughter room. And in here it's basically frozen, and in here it's frozen. And one thing I mentioned last time is that I might wind up being forced to move these down here and then kind of enclosing this area off so that they're not freezing whenever they're out there butchering animals. But once they butcher stuff, they just store it out here on these shelves. It's kind of a one-stop shop for that type of stuff. Figure out exactly who all has what real quick. In terms of guns. I'll go for that. Shoot, I guess I thought I could look at that up here, but I guess I can't. Okay, charge rifle. Charge. Lance, strike rifle, Kenzo. Oh, he can't fight. EMP, charge. Hoffman, that's another one who can't fight. Sam, that's hers, I bet. So let's make sure that whenever she has the chance, she can get that back. See, here we go again. I don't understand what's going on there. That seems to happen more often than anything else now. Okay, what is going on with this guy? Get it. He's saying he's starving, but he's not really going and eating anything. And there's nothing that's stopping him from being able to go in here. The thing that I don't understand. Oh, wait a minute. I wonder if he needs... I wonder if it would help if I put some sort of... what are those things called? Pet doorways or whatever they are. Shoot. These. Animal flap. Should be kind of funny to have one of those installed and see a big rhino walking through. I don't know if that would help though, man. Is that maybe what's causing him to, or her to be walking around out there like that? I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this. I don't know. This rhino's the only one that's actually having problems. Food, I mean. She's able to go into places, so why isn't... That to me just doesn't make sense. Why doesn't she just walk through here and go have some food? Because I'm assuming they eat hay and you know, dandelion, right? I'm not wrong in that. We have kibble. That's maybe it. So here, let's see if we can't get this figured out here. I'm gonna get rid of these. Hey, rock on. I didn't realize that you could reinstall them like that. That's interesting. Wait a minute, was that Mrs. It's Mr. Where is Mrs. Damn if they eat kibble. Maybe that's why they're... I honestly just don't know. There's some rice. I suppose that's... Okay, let's try something here. Let me see here. She is in the outside perimeter. So what I'm going to do is here, I want to see something here. Outside perimeter. Okay. I thought that doing that she would come over and eat that rice. Doesn't look like she's doing it though. So look, you little... Okay, then that kind of explains it then. Well, doesn't... Okay, I take that back. It's not really that it explains it, but that tells me, I guess, that they're apparently not finding a kind of food that they prefer, I guess. I think. Let's watch her, see what she does. She's going to bed. And apparently, she found some food anyway, because now I don't see her over here on the starving indicator. So I think she must have had some hay or something somewhere. Anyway, back to these. What should we do with these? Should we just deconstruct them? Actually, I think I'm gonna try to use them. Might as well, right? Let's do it like this. Okay, there's one. There's the other. Okay, and we still have one last one, and I think I'll just go ahead and tell you what, I'm gonna go ahead and keep one out here, I guess. No, I'm not going to. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna deconstruct it. There's a thought in my mind that if something should ever happen to the stuff out here, it'd be nice to have one on backup maybe, but I want to try to use this room for something else. I don't know what yet, but we'll figure it out. There's no suit. Doesn't make any sense. Why did they do that? You know when they do stuff like this, man, that doesn't make any sense at all. Suitable pin right here, the suitable pin right over here. anyways. I guess Higgins is on it. I was making sure that somebody was coming out to rope that. Didn't want it just to kind of float around out there. I think I'm going to go ahead and continue on with these. No, I don't want to do that because that's... do that. I'm just anxious to get some mechanoids, and I don't feel safe summoning any of the ancient threats with the number of mechanoids or cannons that I have right now. One thing I think I am going to do, though, let's see if we can't... These things are kind of awkward. Let's put that right there. Build a copy. Is that right? Yeah. Like that. Do that with all of these spaces, I mean. I know at some point someone is either going to raid us or we're going to get ambushed by a bug infestation. It's only a matter of time. Oh, hold up a second. What's going on here? Is he okay? It's just taking care of that gold stuff. Back to this. Either someone's going to raid us or else we're going to wind up being ambushed by some bugs, and having some of these things I think will help us out. Second here. Stop. And the cool thing about these things is that these things, I mean, my God, they have insane range. Now, I don't know if their aiming is the best. From what I've tested so far, it kind of sucks, but that's interesting. Somehow I think I messed up with... Oh, it's probably because of stuff like that. Okay. Yeah, I think that's probably why. So what we'll do is we'll reinstall this right there. This somewhere else. We move those, then we'll put some of those things. 2 more of those shells right there. Actually, damn, you know what I could have done? In fact, I'm beginning to wonder why I didn't. Do that. It's not like that up here, is it? Yeah, I think I screwed up. Did I? I don't know if I messed up or not. What I'm looking at is this. Up here, you can see I've got space to put 2 of these shelves. 2 shelves. 2 shelves. But down here, I don't. And I noticed that if I was to move this 1 space over, 1 space over, 1 space, 1 space, 1 space, I'd have that space right there. So I think I'm going to do that. Kind of, you're probably sitting there thinking to yourself, why on earth are you doing that? But the reason I want to do it is because it would keep things consistent. Really, it's not going to be that big of a deal, I don't think. Especially if I get gabs in. Can't click on that for some reason. I don't know why. That's weird. I can't click on these. For some reason. Oy vey. This game is playing with my emotions. Don't worry about it right now, I guess. Okay, so now that we've got that little space there, there and put that there. Look, hopefully that'll carry over into the video recording, because what just happened is that the pipes here, or the conduits, they just kind of disappeared. I guess it was some sort of display glitch or something. Okay. Now what I need to do is link all of these things, because I think I've got that set to only store mortar shells. Because they're starting to put other stuff in these things, and I want to make sure I prevent that. Okay, so just to give you a rundown real quick of what I just did, I'm planning these steel mortars, which have redonkulous distance. I mean, you can use one of those right where it is, and you'll be able to hit all the way up here. So it's just some kind of ancillary base defense that I'm using to kind of bolster my uranium slug turrets. And one thing about uranium or mortars is that they need to be within access to their mortar shells, because whenever they fire them off, they need to be able to reload them, and that's what these things are going to be used for, or these shells, I mean. Now, right there, it looks like they've got fire foam shells, but if that's right, wait a second here. Shells. Really? Damn, I didn't know that. You can fire foam shells from a mortar. Oh, I'm gonna have to remember that next time we wind up having a conduit explosion. That's cool. I didn't realize I had so many of them though too. That's the other thing. That said though, I do need to make some actual explosive mortars. Or shells, I mean. And this one's probably not going to be the right one to use. Let's actually, is that built here? Yeah, it's built there. Explosive shell. Let me see here. We've got 2, 3, 4. Let me do my math here. So 16 mortars is what we're going to have. Let's see here. 16 mortars. So if we have 16 mortars, get my calculator out. Let me see here. 16 mortars, and let's say five shells each. That's 80 shells. So let's do that. 80. Kick ass. Omar is on it. Look at that. Look at that kid go. Where's he taking it? He's putting it in there. Probably shouldn't put it there. is it me or is that not being... It's linked. Is this one right here not linked? I think it is. Select all. Take care of this real quick. Let's unlink it, and then link it. Yeah, here we go. And I want this to be critical. So what I'm hoping happens here is that we just saw Omar put a shell in here, which I don't really want to disable, because if we stockpile a bunch of mortar shells out here on these shelves to the point to where they're full, and we still have more being built at some point for whatever reasons, I want them to be able to have a place to store it outside of that critical shelving. So what I'm hoping happens here is that somebody will take that, or at least store the new ones out here on the shelves that are actually by the mortars. I think we're just gonna have to see what happens here. So, looks like Omar's building one, and yeah, it's not looking like he's doing it. Shit. Well, so that irritating. I guess for the time being, we're just gonna have to do this. Which I don't like doing, but it's gotta be done. So there he goes. Nice, putting it there. Gosh darn it. Okay, select all linked. Unlink. Add that one. Link. Let's see what he does. Guess that was already kind of in cache, that order. So let's see what he does with the next one. Oh, I know why. Dang it, now it's because those shelves aren't in their zones. How should I go about doing this? I think I've kind of identified something else too that I'm not crazy about. Yeah. Okay, let's do this. Let's go ahead and add those shells to their zone. It's not really that big of a deal to do. And on top of that, it's like a way to get to the other area without having to walk all the way around, you know. Yeah, I think I kind of like that. Now I bet he goes and takes. Yep, there he goes. Oh, what's going on here? I hate it when this happens. Okay, somewhere's going on here. I don't know what it is. This is definitely a bug. Did I not add those little doors? Did it over here? Didn't do it on these areas, huh? This fixes her infinite loop. She keeps going in this door and then back out, and the only thing I can think of is that's because that stupid little square there wasn't part of the ag zone. In fact, this doesn't look like that was on either. It's interesting. Seen a few little things here and there that I'm not crazy about. Nothing major, but stuff that might cause some problems. I wonder how long they've been dealing with this. Let's see if that helps her. I'm hoping it does. Yep, look. Jeez. Kind of wonder now if that was causing some major problems with everything. Now watch everything just go super peacefully and work like a well-oiled machine. Poor sellers. She's gonna be okay now, though. Steel. Good news is that we're definitely doing better on food. At least as far as, you know, not making people eat raw stuff anymore is concerned. Kind of concerned about her, though. Is she going to rest or what? Picking up her shirt, I guess. She's going. That's. Now she's resting. Okay, good. Yeah, we need to get on top of this animal filth issue. Might be causing some problems too. this too. There we go. Coming right along. Bam. See, this is the reason I love those little bots, man. Just imagine how much I could get done if I had like an army of them with some rechargers and all that other stuff. It'd be badass. So what can we use this little space for? Should I just kind of remove this wall and make it just part of the shelf stuff? What to do with that? Think about that. I've also got these spaces too, and I just, you know, I've got a lot of more. I think I have a lot more space than what I sometimes realize. My problem though is that I just don't know what to do with it all. Can't see Andrew do stuff yet because she's still a baby. Stuff up. I know that they're working on animal filth right now. I don't wonder if maybe I should just use these spaces for extra storage. Relocate this poker table over here. What would that look like? Kind of cramped. So we maybe put it in here. Maybe we could use this for a game room. Yeah, I think let's see here. If I move that over to here, make this the bona fide game room, more or less. We could move this in there too. Let's go ahead and do that. Struck gold ore. Oh, really? Cool, man, cool. Money, 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 money. Now, let's see if we can move this into here. Yeah, this would be pretty slick. Okay. Yes. Ooh, this could be good. Let's see here, exotic trader. Yeah. All right. Often. Kids and mags are gonna wind up having another kid soon, I bet. It's kind of weird. An exotic trader with the name General in it. If they're exotic, we should be able to get some pretty awesome stuff, I think. Or sell some stuff, too. Okay, hold on a second here. Need to look at the animals. So, I want to keep Mr. and Mrs. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Damn it. Okay, well, I didn't mean to click off that. We've got about 20, I think, that we can sell. So let's go ahead and pull them back. As long as we keep Mr. and Mrs., that's the only thing I care about. Try to identify them. Okay, there they are. So we've got... So it's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 18, 19, and 20. God, and they're all pregnant too. Kind of wondering if maybe I should fix them or something. So let's make sure we buy some. Ooh, Glood World. Yes. Get all of those MFers. Let's. I'm gonna. Part of me wants to get rid of some of these damn rhinos. Guess I'll hang on to them for now. How much can I get for those? 500? Man, that's not bad. What's this? A brain implant that stimulates the brain's pleasure centers while it dramatically improves the user's mood. Like, of happiness. Makes it hard to concentrate on anything real. Ripple rocket launcher. Why not? That could be fun. Single use, man. Portable low shield projector. Deployed on the ground, it generates a circular shield that allows bullets out, not in. The unit is designed to last only a short time before burning out. E-spike, drill arm, joy wire, cochlear implant. What's this? Times dose, blah blah blah. I think we definitely want these. Oh, you mean we've got those? No, that's... what am I thinking? We can buy those. What's this? What is senescent? What does that mean? I have to look stuff up. God. I wish they would have sold... I wish they would have had some Pollux seeds or something. Psychic Sooth Pulsar. Okay. Okay, I think we're gonna have to sell some more. Animals. Come out top. I don't think there's really much else that I want. Just a little disappointing. I was hoping for a little more than this, but it's still not too bad, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna sell some of these rhinos, man. That one's pregnant, Jesus. I wonder though, how old do rhinos get? Which I knew that. So if we get rid of this one, and this one, yeah, I think we'll be okay. There's two more right here. Get rid of those. Mr. Link's got a little harem going. Let's get rid of these. That's gonna be about it, man. Since Sam is our sniper, can she benefit from that? 11. Yeah, let's go ahead and have her. I mean, should I spread it out or just like make Sam our like go-to person for stuff like that? I think I'm gonna just have her take it, man. Screw it. I think I had one more, but God only knows where it is. I absolutely want to make sure he gets that stuff up. Just look at all this stuff, man. I mean, to me, it makes sense to make this storage space with everything that we've got. Why are they up there? Did we not give them a room? Okay, what we're going to now. That would be Sandra's. Where was I? What was I even talking about? Oh, the storage space. Yeah, so we've... Okay. Put that in there at some point. Is there any place that we could put this, though? Someplace better, maybe? Maybe right in here? I guess I don't need to. It seemed like it'd make sense to move it somewhere else, though. I think for now we'll just live with it. But yeah, storage space. I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to make these into storage areas. Deck it all out with some shelves and stuff. And get all of this crap cleaned up. So, let me see here. Let me do this. Just keep doing it like this. So on. Need to figure out how to reposition these. Need two more. I always kind of thought that room up there was a little darker than what it should be. Actually, let's go ahead and install these right there. Install this one right there. Let's pause one more time here. How did I do that? Was it right? Flush against the door. Statue. Second. Just this. Is that linked? I'm not sure what it's linked to. Oh, if that, I don't think that's linked. I mean, I think it's linked, but I don't know to what. Oh, it's... Okay. Oh, and it's... Jeez, looks like it's linked to this one as well. Okay. And that basically means then... This changes things. Because now I'm beginning to get some better ideas here. Let's get rid of these three. Reinstall this one over here. Reinstall this one over here. And then reinstall this one right there. And then reinstall this one right there. Boo bam. Okay, and since that's right there, what we can do is we can cancel that one, reinstall that. Let's see here, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that one's there. Install this. Install this. Install this. Install that one. And reinstall this one. Okay. What's in here? I don't know how I should link these, but I think I'm going to. Let's figure out a pattern here. Let me see here. What do we want? Gold, silver. I think it's supposed to be along there. I think I'm gonna put that in there. Steel, sure. Gold. Items. Components, I suppose. It's advanced. I think it'd be kind of neat, I guess, maybe at some point to maybe make a new bookshelf or storage shelf in here somewhere and allow that only for unfinished things. That way it's all kind of in one location, you know. Okay. I think for now that's what we're going to roll with, so let's go ahead and do that. Let's... Badass. Okay, and then once we get done moving all this stuff around with the lights and everything, we'll make a few more and relink everything. With this little thing, though, let's see if we can't find a place to put that. So right there, I guess. Do we have some of those now? Neuro calculators and learning assistants. Okay. Let me see here. What should we... I think what I'm gonna do with one of them is give... What's his face? Kenzo. I think I'm gonna let him have one of the learning assistants. Kenzo. Wait, is it? It doesn't look like I can select that for some reason. What does that mean? Oh, that's one of those things that has to be an operation, I guess. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay. and have him do that then. And what I'm going to try to apply that against is, well, actually, let me look at that one more time here. Curiosity does Omar have stuff like that? That's not like he does. Kind of wondering maybe if I should. Spinoza. You know what? I think I'm gonna do that. Who should I give that to? I think I'm gonna try to spread that out a little. Let's give it the MIP. First. There she is. I want to try to stay on top of this because I don't want just anybody doing the surgery there. Alright, here we go. Halo. Yeah, see, I don't want Rachel doing that. Why is... Can you not just... Let's see if we can... I'm gonna try something here. Here's Rachel. Here she is. Alright. Draft. Alright. Before he finishes, I better save. Because even he, man, I mean, nothing's necessarily assured that this is going to be a perfect operation or whatever. You got this, man. Yeah, there we go. Badass. Okay, so she's got it right. Wait a minute. Wait, did that not work? Now I'm confused here. Isn't it supposed to... gosh, I thought that the learning assistant stuff was supposed to like be displayed on here somewhere. Now I feel like an idiot because I'm trying to remember who else did I have that had one of those installed. Let's see if we can. So she's got a Psylink. Link. no calculator. Does anybody have a learning assistant though? Uh-oh. Yep. Hoffman's got one. So did the surgery fail or something? Or will it show up once she heals? Man, I don't know. Let's just see what happens here for a moment. No, I don't understand what I did. What happened there? Where's Alo? Alo, where are you? I don't know, man. Confused. And she's obviously not dead, so that's a good thing. What's that? Shooting skill trainer. Hey. Looks like we found some jade. I don't know what happened there, man. Almost like the surgery failed or something, or I'm beginning to wonder if I inadvertently had one removed that she already had. Because I saw a message before he came up that he was removing a skill trainer, but I thought it meant that he was removing it from the shelf or something. I feel like an idiot, man. I don't understand why it's not showing up on her thing. I'm gonna have to replay this recording back to see what I did wrong there. If I might just try it again one more time at some point once she rebounds. Where is this? That's definitely want to get that. Hey. The thing that bothers me is that I can't really look back to see the surgery that happened and what the results were. It's kind of irritating. Learning assistant there. Right there. What's this? Bionic heart. Learning assistant. Man, that makes me suspect that I inadvertently had Halo remove a learning assistant. I bet that's what I did. I thought I was adding one, but... Well, once she rebounds, I'm going to wind up having one reinstalled, I guess. Just stupid. Any, I think, would probably be a good person to have a learning assistant too. So I think I'm going to go ahead and set her up, or him up. Yes, that's what I did. Damn. And do I feel stupid? That's exactly what I did. God. Yeah, I feel really dumb. Okay, well. I think for Kenzo, though, what I want to do with him is I do want to add something for him. I want to put a neuro calculator in. Okay, so let's do that. And I want Alo to do the surgery. So I need to stay on top of this. Definitely need to save. Yeah, I know what I did now. Whenever I went to the person and I went into add bill, I went down here and clicked on the thing without realizing that it actually said remove. I just saw, you know, learning assistant. I saw the words learning assistant. I didn't see I didn't see the other word remove. So that's exactly what happened there. But we'll get it fixed here in a second. Where's Mip again? Is she over the sedation? It's just about. There we go. Save. So now what I want to do is add an assistant. MIPS medicine restriction prevents doing this operation. Unless I had... shit. MIP. How did you... I never told you to do that. Is everybody else... Okay. Need to change that. Looks like Gabs is also on it too. Here she comes. Okay, Sellers, I do not want you doing it. Where is Sellers? I hate it when they do this, man. Okay. That's Sellers. Back to Halo. Sellers. Got the save. So we've got one more learning. Well, actually, we've got one. Two. Three. So who else now should... Mags. Poor gal, she's... nose is shattered. I'm gonna let her... Wait, what's going on down here? Not liking that. Okay, well, when we get these things built, I think I'm going to put Mags in one of these biopods. She's got some health issues. Nose, blah blah blah. I think we can help out with that. Looking like we're beginning to kind of eat away at that mess that's in our area here. Starting to put some of that stuff up, I think, which is definitely good. You know what? I think I'm going to pause it right here. Call this episode a wrap. Look at them. Can't keep their hands off each other. Gonna end it right here, I think. It's been almost 2 hours. I think when I get back, in the next episode, we're gonna focus on getting this stuff powered back on, and I think that's probably because of this stuff down here. And once I get it powered back on, I'm going to try to see if there might be a way for me to get mags into one of these things. It looks like everybody's been coded to it though, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that or not. We're going to get that fixed one way or another. And damn, looks like they actually, let me do this real quick. There we go. Okay, select them all. Link. Yes. All right. There we go. Sweet. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna end it right here, man. So let me save. Do a save ski poo. Boo bam. And like I said, when I get back, I'm gonna try to get Mags situated so that she can get some stuff regenerated. Poor gal's been through hell and back. Get that done. Figure out who else can get some of these learning assistants that I've got laying around. And I've also got some side trainers, I guess, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, got a few of those, I think. So we'll try to get those things into some people too. And beyond that, it's not going to be long before we're through winter, and I am going to do some thinking about that wall idea. We might try to start tackling that this weekend. Get that done out of the way and take advantage of some more space, because God knows we're going to need it, man. So anyway, that's going to be it for now. Hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you when I see you. I'll probably wind up trying to play again tomorrow night sometime, because it's going to be our beloved Friday, man. Made it through another week. Thank God. And there's nothing better than a Friday, right? So here's to Friday Eve, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Later.